So welcome everyone to Access Origins. So excited to have you all to play this game. First off, I just want to thank our co-hosts in Cam and Pete and helping me get this game set up and designed for this season. So thank you guys. And secondly, I want to thank all of our players. Thank you all for signing up to play this crazy game. And I hope that you all enjoy it and it's something that you have a lot of fun doing. Um, so if you are watching this and you have never heard of Access, let me just introduce a little bit of how this game works. Each player in the game will start with an access card. So you all have theoretically gotten an access card. We don't have physical ones to give out. Each round will start then with a challenge. The team that wins that challenge will earn access to the next round, while the losing team will need to earn their access through an elimination. The winning team will also earn the power to shred one player's access card from the losing team. Yes, from the losing team. However, this vote will also be nominating who will be eligible for an envelope later. We'll get to that in a moment. Each losing team member will then give their access card to another player on their team, hoping to also get one themselves from someone else. And everyone but one person on the team will end up with an access card, meaning the one person without is eliminated. And then the eliminated player will then give an envelope to one of the players nominated by the winning team. Inside these envelopes are three different things, either a jury shred, keys, or a final two pass. The jury shred power will be used to prevent someone from joining the jury when we get to that point in the game. During one round in the game, if you do not have a key, then you will be eliminated. And lastly, at the final three, you will need a final two pass in order to make it in front of the jury, who will ultimately decide who wins this season. There are also two other powers that will be available during the season. For those of you who have played before, please do not reveal any previous powers or abilities that were used in those games that were play tested in those seasons, because we may use those in the future. But the two powers that will be used in this season are an extra shred vote and a leak. The extra shred vote can be used when your team has won a challenge to get an extra vote in order to shred someone's access card, just as it says. And the leak power can be used privately in your confessional chats in Discord to learn how one player voted in the last elimination. And this is for any player, whether they were voting to shred someone or to give access to someone. All this to say, when I designed Access, I intentionally made it to enable any individual to change up the game as easily as possible, which means it essentially works against alliances that try to power through the game. It's not impossible, but it can be difficult. Before we get into our challenge, last thing here before we get into our challenge, I just want to start by stating and highlighting that some of our players have played in my playtest seasons. Some of them have played with and against each other. Some of you have played in other orgs, online reality games, and have played with or against each other in those. Some of you have done neither and are coming in completely fresh. Some of you may be in a relationship with another player. Some of you may have seen the cast list and already see people that you know you're going to align with. Some of you know nobody. I don't exactly know where everyone falls in terms of the scale, but I just wanted to say this to make sure everyone is coming into this game with eyes wide open. And if some of these past relationships exist, it will be part of your game to work with, around, or through them. Does everybody understand everything so far? Okay, are there any questions about the rules of Access or anything like that before we get into our challenge? Okay, then let me remove my, nope. Let me reorient everyone. Nope. It's not
So
what
can
I'm
you
trying
share
to
the
do.
screen here, Brandon?
Yeah, sure. I'm trying to get the view. Here's view. Nope, that's not what I'm wanting. Okay, so sure. Okay, so our first challenge here. For our first challenge, you have probably observed the fact that you are not yet in teams, and that's because we're going to let you pick your teams. However, it's not going to be as simple as that. We will start with one person who will go onto the blue team. This person will get to assign then someone to the red team. The person on the red team will then assign someone back onto the blue team, and we'll go back and forth until everyone is now assigned on a team. However, everyone on the blue team will earn access to the next round, and everyone on the red team will have to earn their access through an elimination. And if that's not enough, the first person will earn a disadvantage, while the last person picked will earn an advantage in the game. So, with all that said, in a moment, I'm going to ask if anyone wants to volunteer to be first. They will get to be safe and be on the blue team, but will also get a disadvantage. If nobody volunteers, then we'll put everyone on a wheel to decide. And if multiple people volunteer, then everyone that volunteers will go on a wheel to decide. If only one person volunteers, that person will be our starting person. So, any questions about how this challenge works? Okay. If not, then let's get it started. Does anyone want to volunteer to be first and get the disadvantage, but you will get to be on the blue team?
I have a question with that. With disadvantages and things, is that for like this time or for like the whole game?
I will reveal it's just for one round.
Okay.
Okay, I see Abby
I'll
has hand
volunteer.
raised. Gabby is volunteering.
We have three volunteers now. Anyone else volunteering? Luis, Abby, and Gabby?
All right.
Going once. Going twice.
Yeah.
Was that somebody else saying something?
Yeah, Brady.
Brady's volunteering. Okay, we have four. Anyone else? Once. Going twice. And sold. All right, let me get this wheel up with Brady, Gabby, Abby, and Luis. All right, can everyone see this wheel? All right, I shuffle it 3 times. And we will spin. And Brady is the winner there. All right, so Brady is on the blue team. Let me send that back.
Okay, at this point, everyone, you're free to unmute and plead to Brady why you shouldn't not be picked. Brady, you'll have a few moments to make your decision.
Alrighty. Nothing? Okay. Okay, you guys.
If anyone wants to plead their case to Brady, now would be the time to do so.
I have a cute sleepy baby, if that helps my case in any way.
The baby that well, the baby is super cute, but also you said something, so I'm not gonna do you. Um, thank you for saying something.
I was gonna say, don't pick me because I don't know. I'm the one that doesn't know anybody, so that would also really suck to be at risk.
Yeah.
That's reasoning. I also don't know anybody. So
Yeah, I'm not gonna pick anybody that I think doesn't like. I'm not gonna pick people that are like just like coming into this blind just because I don't think that's really fair. And I think everyone deserves like a fair chance. I'm gonna pick people that I know are connected or someone that I know is connected. Um, so with that being said, the person that I'm going to put at risk is Gabby.
Okay.
No hard feelings.
Gabby is on the red team. Gabby now selects somebody to go onto the blue team to be safe this round.
All right, like,
And keep in mind, these are also teams moving forward
yeah,
in the
I want
game.
like, because I'm also all about giving people a fair chance. Steven.
Steven,
Thank
join the
you.
blue team.
Okay.
Steven selects somebody to go onto the at-risk red team.
And anyone's free to
Um,
jump in at any point to plead their case.
Does anyone volunteer to go onto the red team? Figured it was worth a shot. I don't have anything to go off of except for activity level, I guess is the most fair way to do it in the main chat. So from earlier today, and of the names up there, I don't remember seeing who's named in it. I don't think I saw an Alex
because
there.
I couldn't log into Discord until like
Oh
2 hours
no.
ago, because I never use it and I'm very new to this. But if that is your reasoning, that is okay. But I legitimately it would not let me
My
log on.
Yorkshire. um that's the only one that didn't say I'm sorry, Alex. I don't have I apologize.
No,
I
it's
didn't.
okay. It was because I could not log on.
All right, Alex, you now select somebody to be on the blue team.
Well, again, I do not have anything to go off of, so feel
Welcome,
free.
Alex. Welcome to the game. Welcome. If
Thank
you
you.
want to stay over. But yeah, it's nice to meet you.
I will also say Sam is not here tonight. And but he has given us his list of who he would like to prioritize in his decisions.
Gotcha. Well then, since I really have nothing to go off of, Sam's not here, so we'll keep him safe.
Okay. Sam, going off of his list, the person he would most like to make vulnerable and put on the red team is Steve. Steve, who would you like to make safe and put on the blue team?
I don't know. I'm just gonna because I really don't think I know too many people here. But looking at the pictures, I see Ryan in a nice blue shirt, so I'll make it work for him and put him on the blue team.
Right.
All right, Brian.
Ryan, go ahead and unmute yourself. And if anybody wants to plead your case as to why you shouldn't be put on the red team, speak now, forever hold your peace. Ryan, go ahead and unmute. And Ryan put his decision in the chat, and he is going to put Abby on the red team. Okay. Abby, go ahead and unmute. Who would you like to put on the blue team, or does anyone want to make a pitch as to why they should be saved?
I'll put Greg on the blue team.
Okay.
Thanks, Abby.
Right, Greg, who would you like to put on the red team?
Turner's already repping the red shirt, so we'll go with that. Sorry, buddy.
All right, Turner.
So what am I doing now?
You're picking one of the remaining 4 people, Rich, Amanda, Doug, or Luis, to go onto the blue team, meaning they will not be on your team moving forward.
Name the names one more time. I'm sorry.
Rich, Amanda, Doug, and Luis.
How about Doug?
Okay.
Doug is on the blue team. All right, Doug.
Don't have too much of a reason. I'm going to go Amanda.
Amanda's on the red team. All right, Amanda, whoever you do not pick will ultimately be on the red team and get an advantage. Whoever you do pick will be on the blue team. You have Rich or Luis.
Rich and Louise, do you want to give a pitch?
I have a blue dress on in my picture, if we're going with that trend.
No one wants the advantage then? Okay, I don't, sure. If Louise wants to go on blue.
Okay.
All
That
right.
means, go ahead, Cam.
Yeah, that means that Rich, you are on the red team, but you get an advantage in the game. These are also your tribes, your teams moving forward. So we will put you all in team chats as well. And I will set up one-on-one chats within your team as well and open those up momentarily once we finish this.
Mhm. Yeah, something we're also trying this season that's different from my past games, for those of you that have played in them, you will only get one-on-ones for people on your own team. And so try to limit communication to only people on your team, which means blue team, your decision over the next 24 hours, 9:30 tomorrow, your decisions, whether you're on the blue team or on the red team, will be due. And then we'll have our elimination ceremony and the red team chat. Basically, the blue team, you will need to strategize and discuss who you want to vote to shred, whose access card you want to vote to shred. So, for example, if you wanted to shred my access card, I would be giving my access card away to someone else. So you wouldn't be making me up for elimination. You'd be making up whoever I'm giving my access card potentially up for elimination. And you would also, whoever you are voting for, you are also nominating to be eligible for an envelope by whoever gets eliminated. So keep that in mind as well. For the at-risk team, you need to strategize and find someone who's going to give you their access card in order to make you safe. And you need to figure out who you're going to give your access card in order to make them safe. And if you really want to be sure that whoever's giving you their access card and it doesn't get shredded, maybe you want to find 2 people that give you an access card. If you get more than 1 access card, you will ultimately have to divvy out those extra access cards during the elimination ceremony. Again, those votes will be due by 9:30 tomorrow night on January 12th in your confessional chats. And then the elimination ceremony will happen in the red team chat. For everyone who's watching this stream, feel free to join the Facebook group in order to watch live streams in the future, especially if you're watching this from YouTube, which this will be posted to later. and join the Discord chat in order to see some of what's going on in the game as well. Cam, is there anything else that I'm missing?
Well, first off, is there any questions about what the two teams are voting to do or how the ceremony is structured? You always can ask questions later too, but right now.
Do we vote? We don't vote as a team, or it's just majority of the votes?
So yeah, everybody is voting individually here. So the people that are voting to shred, you're all voting individually. You can obviously collaborate and say, let's all pile on one person, or you can spread out those votes as well. People voting to give access, you're also voting individually. And again, you can collaborate too. And just to clarify one thing Brandon said, if after the ceremony is done, Brandon says, Cameron, you have 3 access cards, and there are 3 people that have access needed, I have to figure out how to divvy up my 2 extra access cards to 2 of those 3 people, meaning one of those will not have access. So you can get more than one person's access card during a round. You will then just divvy them out to your choice after that is done.
Yep. So if you somehow manage to get everyone on your team to give you their access card, then you basically decide who goes home. So,
Doug asked the question about one-on-one chats. That's my bad because the permissions were off on the announcements chat, so a lot of you didn't see the announcements chat. If they're not on your team, I would encourage you not to continue those chats if you've already started them. It's fine, no one's in trouble for starting those chats. But for moving forward here, I will open one-on-one chats for all of you in the Discord server, and that should be where all of your chats are there. If you would like to create alliance chats, meaning more than one-on-one, just message in your confessional to one of us. We will make those chats for you. We will not tell in those chats who asked to have that chat made. We will just make that chat for 3 or 4 or 5 of you in that server. Any questions about alliance chats? All right. Feel free to ask questions in your confessional. And again, tomorrow night, 9:30 are when your votes are due. Thank you very much.
All right. See you, everyone.
Good night, guys. Nice to meet you.